Hi, welcome back. I'm Marlena. This video is for women of all ages, but particularly those in the messy middle, and for the men who love them. I want to talk to you about something that I've discovered that I haven't, maybe something I lost a while back that I've rediscovered or found that I'd given up on, that I settled for a while, thinking, oh, I'm 55, this is just the way things are now. And over the past few weeks, something amazing has happened. And we're going to talk about that right now. A couple nights ago, my husband and I were sitting in our backyard enjoying the summer evening. And it was quiet. It was just the two of us. We're empty nesters. Our kids are in their mid-30s. We have grandchildren now. And so we were home alone, just enjoying a summer evening in the backyard. And suddenly, unprompted, he looked over at me and he said, "You're so beautiful, just as you are, without any makeup, without your hair done, without some fancy outfit on, you and your sundress and your clean face and clean hair, not trying, just fully you. You're beautiful." And that's what I want to talk about, because I don't look any different. What he saw in me, oozing out of every cell of my body, was the confidence of a 55-year-old woman, fully arriving into her body, into who she is, just oozing that confidence. And he saw it, and he recognized it, and he thought it was beautiful. So we're going to talk about how that happened, or why that happened. You see, we are coming off of a heat wave here in the Boston area. And so it had been quite a few days of 100-degree heat. And we're very fortunate to have a pool in our backyard. And because we're empty nesters, I had the house to myself one of those days. And the sun was shining, and I had my portable speaker out in the backyard. And being a Gen X woman, of course, I was playing my favorite 90s music, blaring Alice in Chains and Nirvana and all those 90s songs that I know all the lyrics to. And I had them blaring in the backyard, and had my little float out on the pool, and the sun was high in the sky, and I was laying on the float, enjoying the sun, letting it come down on me. In that moment, with the music, laying there and just singing out loud, I took my top off and flung it across and just let the sun shine down on my half-naked body. You know what? Men do it all the time. And there is something to being topless out in the sun. It's invigorating, it's refreshing, it's liberating. And there I was, out in the sun, floating around, enjoying the sunshine, singing music, and just feeling like a fucking goddess. And I haven't felt like that in a long time. You see, here I am, 55. I've been in menopause for several years at this point. And, for a long time, I felt like I was just exhausted and accepted that this is what my 55-year-old body felt like and looked like. And something with the sunshine and something with being topless and the music. It wasn't like I was 25 again, no, or 35. In that 25-year-old body that went to the gym 5 days a week and literally survived off of chicken breasts, water, and tequila. No, that wasn't her. She's long gone. And 35, I was still going to the gym and really watching what I ate and starving, quite frankly. But I looked great. I was nice and cut and strong and muscular, and I was combining heavy weightlifting and yoga, and yeah, not her either. And the 45-year-old woman, no, not her either. The 55-year-old woman who eats what she wants, drinks what she wants, enjoys what she wants, and is floating around like a goddess on a hot summer day, jamming out to her favorite tunes, topless in the sunshine. Her. And later that day, after a few hours of soaking up the sunshine, I came in, and in my bedroom there's this full-length mirror. And I stood in front of that mirror, stark naked with my fresh tan lines. And I looked at myself and I saw my 55-year-old body, softer, curvier, with my gray hair, my lines and wrinkles and my dimples. And I saw her, fully present, smiling back at me. And I thought, pretty good. Not despite my gray hair, and the softness of my body, the dimples and lines and wrinkles that I have, but because of them. That day I saw something, despite what social media and media in general tells me. I saw a woman that was beautiful and didn't need to be fixed. Beautiful just as she is, because of the miles, because of the history, because of the gray hair. I saw her and I thought, pretty good. Now, that's not to say some days I might see that I need a little something here or a little something there, or I can improve on this or I can improve on that. Other days I see a nonna, which is grandmother in Italian, and I think she's pretty cute too. You know, at 55, I don't see myself reflected back at me in media. I don't see women my age with gray hair and lines and imperfect, soft bodies in glamour magazines. In fact, anytime I turn on media, any type of media, whether it's TV or even social media, it's predominantly dominated by young, beautiful women. Women who have had Botox and filler and laser and all the things. And they're gorgeous. And I'm not throwing shade. To each their own. Go girl, get yours. Whatever makes you feel good. But as an older, wiser woman, I recognize the underlying message that the world says to women, that we need to be fixed, that we're not acceptable just as we are. A little Botox, a little filler, get some laser, lose a little weight, get the right clothes. I've been being told my whole life that if only I fixed myself and presented myself a certain way, that I could be beautiful. I would be beautiful. And my 25-year-old, 35-year-old, and even my 45-year-old self bought what they were selling. The latest fashion, the latest haircut and color, the makeup, the lasers, the Botox, the filler. She thought she needed it to be beautiful. And see, this 55-year-old woman, she's not buying what they're selling anymore. See, I know whatever they're selling in a bottle or a needle or the latest spa treatment isn't going to give me that feeling of me floating around in my pool topless or looking in the mirror, seeing myself fully for the first time as she is, beautiful, despite what they tell me. Because of the gray hair, because of the wrinkles, because I am who I am, you can't sell me that. And so they can't sell me anything. And maybe that's why I don't see myself reflected back in media. Here I am, Gen X, 55, been in menopause for a while, and I feel sexier than I ever have in my entire life. There's something about being in my own skin and seeing this body and the miles and wear and tear that I've put on it from a life well lived. And despite all of that, maybe even because of all of that, how beautiful I am just as I am at 55. And there's no cream or no treatment that I feel like I need to be beautiful. Now, I'm not saying that I won't get that stuff. I'm just saying I don't have it. Not right now. Maybe I never will. Maybe I will. I don't know. But I can tell you right now, with the way that I'm feeling, I don't need it. I'm beautiful just the way I am. And my husband is reflecting this confidence that can't be sold, can't be bottled by corporations or the world or a culture. He's seeing that confidence come out of me, shine through and beyond me, and it's beautiful. And he's reflecting it back to me. He is becoming that mirror. He's seeing me in my most natural, pure form. And he's seeing that beauty. No facelift, no Botox, no makeup, just me, and just fine. I'm no stranger to the world. I bought all the products. I lived in the gym. I was hungry for many years so that I could look a certain way. And for many years, I was in the wellness industry. And I saw many, many women come into my business, having been told themselves their whole lives they needed to fix something. And so they would show up at my yoga studio. And I recognized it. And my space was always a place of self-acceptance, to find your own journey. And I can honestly say the path that got me here, there were so many years where I didn't feel beautiful. And I kept trying to feel beautiful. And my 55-year-old wise self realizes it was all the messaging telling me I needed to be fixed. I didn't see myself reflected back at me, the world. Or maybe my younger self, I did. I saw other women like me in my age group, and I didn't look like them. And I was told I should. And that's what was beautiful. And now at 55, I don't see ordinary women reflected back at me in media and movies and magazines or even social media. The influencers, they all look perfect. They all have their magic little fixes, and good for them. But here I am. This is it. This is what God gave me. This is what my mother gave me. This is what my grandmothers gave me. And this woman, you can't sell her on me needing to be fixed. Because the beauty that I feel, that sensuality of being 55 and in my own skin and feeling the sexiest I've ever felt in my entire life. You can't sell me that. That goddess floating around in the pool topless on a hot summer's day. You can't bottle it. That comes from finally arriving in my own body, this beautiful body that brought me to this space in my life, that bore children and created life, that worked hard, that has mileage on it, that isn't hard and muscular, but is soft and sensual. I finally appreciate it. I finally see it. And it's beautiful. And for every woman out there, I have a question for you. When you look in the mirror, what are the beautiful things about you that you see? Really. When you look in the mirror, what makes you say, pretty, pretty good? Share them with me, because I think we all need to look in the mirror and say, pretty, pretty good. And if you're my age group, if you're Gen X, you know what I'm talking about. You know there are 4, 5, 6 decades behind you of the world telling you that you could be better if you only fixed this or that, or you followed this fitness routine, or you optimized this routine, or if you did these 5 things. Listen, 5 things and optimization, that's not going to make you feel like a hot mama. What's going to do that is self-acceptance and self-love. And when you finally look in the mirror and you focus on all the beautiful things about you, not something that's on social media or in the movies or in magazines, we are wise enough to know that's not real. Real is what we see in our daily lives when we leave our house. Ordinary women. Beautiful. And here's the truth. We all know it. The sexiest thing you can be is confident. To look at your lumps and bumps, your gray hair and your lines, your age spots, those little cracks and imperfections, and say, I'm beautiful because of them. And those are the things that make me, me, and unique and pretty, pretty good. So share in the comments. And for the men, because I know men watch this channel, tell me what you think of the women you love and what makes them so beautiful. Because I can tell you, it's not what we see in the movies. It's not what we see in fashion magazines. It's not the makeup or the creams. It's that glint in a woman's eye, that little sway in her hips, where she's not afraid to be the woman that she is. That's what makes us so goddamn sexy. So, for everyone watching, remember who you are. Remember where you've been, and appreciate every mile, every bump in the road, and every lump, every scar, every gray hair, every fine line. You earned them. And those are the things. Those are the things that make you one hot mama. So go appreciate the body that you're gifted with today. Enjoy it. peacefully. Hey, before I go, there's something that's happening on the inside of me that connects to everything I've just shared with you. And I'll see you next week for that conversation.